Hey everyone, so I do a lot of demos with people and I'm getting asked a lot of times on how Upticks and our platform can integrate with their CRM and if they need to use a CRM in addition to our platform and all this sort of stuff. And there's usually a very, very fine line between whether you need a CRM and a sales automation tool or whether you can just use one tool for all of your needs. So in today's video, I want to talk to you about the differences between a CRM and a sales automation tool, and maybe give you some clarity on really if you need to have both for your business. So let's get into that. First of all, my name is Patrick Spielman. I'm the founder of Upticks, and we help B2B sales teams launch outbound sales campaigns, pack their deal pipeline, and drive top-line revenue with our sales automation platform, Upticks. So let's get going. All right, so I'm going to walk you through some of the main differences within a sales automation platform and a CRM. Again, it's a really, really fine line. It really depends on your strategy as a business. A lot of times how big you are and the complexities that you have, how much information you need to store into your system, whether you're trying to aggregate data all into one platform. There's really some subtle differences. A good sales automation platform is also a good lightweight CRM. And so if you are a smaller business, there's a chance that you don't need to pay for both. We get asked a lot of times that, as I mentioned in my intro, that if somebody needs to actually have both systems. So let me walk you through some things and some differences with automation and CRMs. So right now I'm in Upticks. And as I mentioned, any good sales automation platform is also going to serve as a lightweight CRM. And I've removed a bunch of fields to de-identify some of our leads because I'm in my actual account here. But let me just filter for my name and that. So any good sales automation, again, is going to be able to use your existing database as a starting point for either customer relationship management or lead management. There's really some subtle differences. Basically, the main difference that you're going to see between a sales automation system and a CRM is the data that you're storing and the ability to manage your deal pipeline. So our platform, it manages, and keeps a record of all your history, all your emails, all your SMS, any of your activity, your tasks, your calls, your call recordings, pretty much everything. You can also store all your lead status information. You've got customized fields you can have. And so this is really the CRM portion. And most people, especially ones that like using Salesforce and stuff like that, are usually enterprise companies that need to store their information and bring it in from multiple different channels. And you've got maybe several departments within your company, customer support, sales, marketing, the whole nine, operations, HR. And those kinds of companies are typically the ones that need to run two separate platforms for CRM and sales automation. But any good sales automation platform should be able to, basically serve as your CRM if you're the type of company that doesn't need to have two systems. If you're a small company and you're doing really the basic CRM stuff, you should not need to run two separate CRMs. And especially if you're a sales-driven company. If you're mostly sales-driven and you don't have all the different departments and whatnot, and maybe you're a company with 10, 20, 30 employees, you're going to be able to get away with just one platform. And a platform that does automation for you in addition to just the basic CRM stuff is going to help you drive revenue. So that's really, in that case, you're probably just going to want to use a sales automation platform as your CRM. Now, there's some differences between, some sales automation platforms and others. Ours, for instance, can fully serve as your CRM because we do have deal management in addition to your automation. So you can manage all your deal pipelines and, automate your process within those deals. You can manage your companies. You can manage contacts. It really is a full-on CRM. But where we separate ourselves from a lot of different sales automation platform or CRMs, in addition to being sales automation on the CRM side, we are going to help automate your process. Most CRMs don't have really good automation. So typically you're relying on doing a lot of manual actions. Like if you want to send an email, a lot of times you have to send it manually, or you have to do bulk email, or bulk SMS. And so in that case, and even when you're doing like task management, you've got to go into an individual task. I'll just pull mine up. You have to go into an individual task and manually build a task. Whereas a platform like Upticks and probably some other sales automation platforms can automatically schedule these tasks and automatically send emails, SMS, and all that kind of stuff really, really simply. In our platform, the way it works is you can build really, really flexible automation triggers using what we call smart lists. And imagine you've got a whole list of leads here. Basically, how you build a smart list is you simply just grab any database item that we store in the system and just do a query for that. So I'll just do one for, my name, for instance. I don't have last name showing here, but these are the fields that I've got my last name in there for. So for instance, let's say we saved Spielman in here and we saved this. This is going to drive your automation. So imagine this is a lead status, interested, not interested, whatever lead statuses you use. Based on updating the profile information, you should be able to drive automatically a sales process. So let me show you how that works. So essentially, you come in here and you build a customized sales journey, and you could build it with a series of things. You could build it with emails. You could build it with SMS. You could build it with tasks, however many tasks you want. You could build it with LinkedIn. And just FYI, at the time of this recording, the LinkedIn feature in our platform is not quite released. So depending on when you see this, we're going to be launching this really, really soon. But this will be incorporated in there. So based on building this is going to drive the bus on your sales process. And we just simply grab a list. So you grab any sort of list that you want. That list I just created on the last page. Anybody that's part of that list is going to go through whatever experience and process that you want to build automatically without actually having to manually enroll somebody into that into this sequence. Most CRMs require you right now to basically go and manually enroll people into these processes. Sales-driven and automation systems allow you to automate this process. And that's really what Upticks is about, and doing that on multiple channels so that we're eliminating as much of the software platforms as you possibly can. And then from here, it's really about task management. A sales-driven organization, you want to have your centralized task management for you or your sales team all in one place. So you have one centralized spot that you need to complete your work at, not things in Gmail and things in an email platform and things in an SMS platform, things in your social, all that kind of stuff. You want to have one centralized location for all of that so you can be as efficient as humanly possible. And you want all that data to filter into your account so you can get alerts and everything filtered in on all the activity that you're doing from a sales perspective. So those are the biggest differences between a sales automation platform and a CRM. And so just to recap, the biggest difference between sales automation and a CRM is really the automated way in which you can drive and nurture leads. And the difference with a CRM versus a sales automation platform is that typically you're using it to store data from multiple departments. So again, if you're an organization that really doesn't need those complexities and storing that data from multiple departments automatically, and even if you are, in some cases, you might actually still be able to use a sales automation platform. If you're the type of organization that is really sales driven, you're a smaller team, you don't need the complexities of some of these really, really custom solutions, but you want to drive sales, you want to drive new leads, then I definitely encourage you to check out, our sales automation platform, of course, Upticks, which can help you drive the bus and your sales or your sales outreach, whether it be nurturing, cold prospecting, warm prospecting on multiple channels. I definitely encourage you to check out Upticks. I'll put a link down below in this video. You can get started absolutely free. We'd be happy to help you, launch and automate your campaigns and help you grow, your sales. So if you found this video helpful, I'd really appreciate if you checked out Upticks, and if you could hit that notification bell and subscribe to our YouTube channel, that would definitely help us out. We try to launch several new videos every single week on B2B sales and helping you grow your business. So I hope you found this video helpful, and we'll see you on the next one.